by using that utility, finding some knocks and damage. It is making that so much easier. Zeus is currently the knife going through some butter. But Bigatron, how are you going to play this one? You're all catered in one building. Maybe it will be good to jump out, send a player to actually hit Luxy and Zuxy. Let's see how the twins can make things work out. As Luxy actually inside the smoke games, hopefully they can try to learn from it a little bit. We've got 3 wrangles too, so this is great. It's going to be a really valuable experience though. To your team's advantage, they're going to try and go out again, trying to get the intel. Clutch, that's what we need, and that's what smokes do. It takes a little bit of a harder toll on your team, and it makes it a lot harder to deal with though.
Northern side of the circle. Geekfam trying to deal with it, but God, this is just peaking.
The resources are currently at the almost tippity top of their
blacklist. 5 teams left, 11 players max.
Rotations. It resulted in them taking the game, and now they actually extract themselves away from this fight between DRS, Zeus, and themselves.
Pressure on I8, they lose a player.
Fnatic Zombie is much. Are they knocking down more than they can shoot?
No. Sorry, never mind by Fnatic Zombies. It was an easy reject win.
Or maybe biting down a bit more than they can actually chew. That's another big fight we just are taking. There's a little bit more resistance, I would say, versus Bigatron. There's now Luxy and Rising still up and ready to go. Luxy needs to make up for the few weaker performances at the start of the day. Oh, this twin is going to be entering the building, going for the res potentially. The Molly goes a little bit higher up. The nades, the utility still getting traded back and forth. Now the rest of the team are already joining up, and Zeus, they go for a third party, man. This is a party, and they got the invitation. And Zeus gonna go actually just into the building, just more over to the northern side. Not gonna get fully involved with this fight. They want to wait for it to end before capitalizing and joining the party. So things are slow now, but they're gonna ramp up pretty quickly.
I love that the first game of the day was quite passive, quite chill, but now we're in the last game of the day. All hell is breaking loose.
We're going for it, man. They're all throwing everything they have. Throw the spaghetti to the wall, see if it sticks. If it does, you're doing good. Just trying to actually reduce the effectiveness of the 2 other teams against them by using that utility, finding some knocks and damage. It is making that so much easier. Zeus is currently the knife going through some butter and is looking so easy how they're playing around it. BTR still got currently 3 players. Nades, they have the idea. They know where BTR currently playing in this location. Godless is right down below, definitely in nade range. But Bigatron, how are you going to play this one? You're all catered in one building. Maybe it will be good to jump out, send a player to actually get the information around the side of the buildings, but they want to stay catted inside, and you're going to get naded eventually. It was just a question of time. Zeol gets the first one. BTR now down to 2. Is Luxy and Zuxy. Let's see how the twins can make things work out. As Luxy actually inside the smoke, they do not know. He could try and backstab it coming out from behind. Goddess pushes up, gets an extra knock. Now it's just one that's going to be remaining, and they spot him out instantly inside the smoke. And what a push from Zeus, rising up to the occasion. And now 5 kills coming their way with still 3 players. That was a push that was a little bit slow, but the execution was on point. Chef's kiss. Games, hopefully they can try to learn from it a little bit. We've got 3 wrangles too, so this is great. It's going to be a really valuable experience though. IC is going to be able to get himself a great knock onto one of the players of I8, and now it's only Crypto. He's got an M249 though. You've got to be careful. They do spawn out of crates now, so they're going to be in the wild everywhere for you to pick up and use to your team's advantage. They're going to try and go out again, trying to get the intel. He's trying to look for that nade. Will he get it? He's trying to cook in time. It looks good. It's such an easy nade to connect on, and he does get the double whammy. That's Icy clearing out I8 as they get eliminated in 14. Completely swiped out of the lobby in 13th place, and that's the 1v2 clutch. That's what we need, and that's what smokes do. It takes a little bit of a harder toll on your team, and it makes it a lot harder to deal with. Though Zeus going to be having Icy completely cornered inside this Harry Potter building. Though on the bottom side, there is something to work out with Icy. If he does a very similar nade from earlier, he could take down the entire opposing team, but seem like they're going to give him a shot of its own medicine, as Icy will be knocked and away from the rest of the Zeus squad.
There is, of course, third parties from the Xavier, from the Reject Scarlet player, so there's a lot to contend with in towards an open high ground position and towards the northern side of the circle. Geekfam trying to deal with it, but God, this is just picking up with those SLR bullets. So good from Godless, and a nade. A nade is going to hurt Geekfam massively. He takes him out. He takes his own team out.
The thing with Zeus especially is that they have not been fighting for a big portion of that game. That means that all of their resources are currently at the almost tippity top of their back capacity. They got everything they need. Utility, bullets, weapons, and also they're going to have that full HP vest and also their full HP helmet. So they're going to be fully prepared to take any fight that comes their way. But they're going to have to take some fights talking about that because of this phase 5 shifts. Go straight down south over to the western edge. Looking amazing for the likes of Blacklist International. They're going to get slowly but surely contested.
These are being fired up, and Zuxi does get confirmed up. Blacklist. 5 teams left, 11 players max.
This is a close one. Luckily enough for Zeus, no one is close enough to them to actually nade them, so they can very easily remain in close quarters. Got to be careful. Lapis, sneaky Lapis from Japan for reject. Could be a little bit of a thorn in the side for Zeus if they don't play around it accordingly. An MT49 like this could be great if you want to get multiple knocks to Blacklist, but at this kind of range, the recall makes it pretty hard, so if you have an M4, might be a better option at this point in time for them. Oh, that's the bush. Oh, great fight coming out. Liquid looking over to Valdus' side. That's going to be 1 knockdown to 1 on their side, but Zeus also going to go for the aggressive push onto Blacklist International. He's going to go for the engage. Klaus is going to be trying to close that gap. Abely right behind that crate is able to get actually some really big damage, but unfortunately off to the side was not seeing it. Tiro does get the knock on side of it, and now Goal is trying to eke his way forward, trying to sneak his way inside a decent spot, avoid detection, but Zeus give it a fair shot, but unfortunately the control of Blacklist International Imperium is too strong to deal with.
I also think Lapis had a bit of a third-party play in that one, so Goddess with the N249 misses that one, but unfortunately for him, Blacklist will clean them up.
You know what? ESO is just a little bit longer. That's a third position going away, actually, of rejects. So that's great. That's amazing. For Lapis, they did early game, last game in Gatka Field to get the high ground, get the intel, and to facilitate further rotations. It resulted in them taking the game, and now they actually extracted themselves away from this fight between DRS, Zeus, and themselves, and now they are controlling the northern side. Not only are they in circle, but they can also snap and grab a few kills onto Zeus or even DRS in the process. Yeah. It's so simple yet so effective. I'm loving how Geekfam is playing, and their take on Pubg Mobile is so out there, and I think it's just rewarding them with such consistency that if they can do this all the time, we might see them be first at the end.
Hope that comes to fruition. Till that happens, there's a lot of teams around them that are ready to challenge, contest, push into their limits. For Geekfam, I would love to see them actually wrap around this side of that building and go to the compound. I feel like that's a little bit of a safer option, as well as preparing for a potential phase 5 shift in that direction. I understand if they don't have vehicles, they might be afraid to head towards that area as Fnatic Zombies and I8 are engaging. Icy comes in to get a backstab from behind, puts even more pressure on I8, and they lose a player.
Fnatic Zombie is from United Arab Emirates. Must give it a fair shot, but seem like it will not go any further, apparently. So that's going to be the end of their story on this Miramar game, as they're going to have to now leave the other teams around them, move their way forward. Gyalzen Esports also getting picked away. There you go. This is the tipping point. This is the moment where I thought there's not enough space to fight from. But now the teams are slowly but surely getting decimated one by one. Fnatic Zombies, NASA, Reject, and Gyalzen Esports will be the first 4 teams to be taken out. Now only 12 shall remain and prevail. But Na'Vi still for a relatively big spread in this circle. Just now phase 5. Is this too much? Are they fighting down more than they can shoot?
No. Sorry, never mind that.
This game, they had an average of 7 kills. Out of 3 games. Yeah. This is, like we said it, right? Beforehand, on the desk, I think they mentioned it too. This was a team that was very up and down. Back in the PMWL, looking at this, they turned a new leaf. This is consistency at its finest. Zeus trying to push out. The smokes will make it a little bit easier for them, but the blue zone is ticking down heavily, making the heal off even harder for them to really deal with. Zor, I think, going for another first aid. But Martin, he's just pinning everyone down. You cannot escape this compound. I think the Zeus have come to terms with the fact that they are not going to go any further in this game. Abely runs on out. He didn't get spotted by Martin. He doesn't know. He didn't see him. He's on the right. Oh no, that could ruin everything. He's in a bush. He's pulling the Ryzen. Let's go.
And because that's only a knock, it's not confirmed. Squad-wide, Valdus might be too distracted by Zeus, and the Xavier are breaching in on towards the north. Look at the control from the Xavier. Still up as a full squad. Only 3 kills, but they're looking to seal this game 4.
Xavier and also Valdus. Look how he meets a game after last time on the Gatka Fields finish on the rank war of game 3. Have a little bit of back and forth. Let's see if Valdus can try and get a little bit of a better score this time around and push it the extra limit. Still going to be one player of Blacklist International right behind them. Gui inside that minibus, or a party bus you might call it. Maybe trying to use that as a little bit of a protection for his team, create a little bit of a mini wall. I think there will be a great usage of that van, especially when you have the high ground. That could make a significant difference in that fight versus Xavier just waiting to happen.
Xavier are in the perfect position.
Tira spotted out, trying to run away, back into a dip. Hopefully not going to be in mode down, but that's not going to go any further. Still big heads up. Tira, one of the top players in terms of frags in this tournament, so congratulations to him. But we'll see now where Valdus can go with this one, as got to be careful. Xavier all on top of each other. One nade, and that's a lot of HP instantly gone for them.
That's true. The spread that they had has been somewhat contained. Phase 7 Blue Zone is closing in. Abely is still alive. I have his signature. Let's see if he can pull off some signature plays.
Put out behind the palm tree. Continuous spray, and now going to go for the Uzi. You know he hit a lot of damage, and Abely going to go straight back into the blue zone. Deny the kill away. There you go. You're not getting that one, naughty Valdus. That's not going to be for you. Zeus out in third still.
I mean, outstanding. I think they have over 100 points today, and you can see here, yes, 105 in 5 matches. That's over 20 points a game.
That's... Blank, I want to take this because I know I've been sprouting too much about Valdus, but that's... Look at that. That's ludicrous. 58 points, almost double of Geekfam's, or rather everyone else. Even Black does a 35 having the highest placement points. And what do you even say about this? I mean, what a way to start day one.
Yeah, I mean, like,